wilderness midbar. It was an area south of Israel, and it was a rocky terrain. Okay? This was not a field full of plush green alfalfa. This was a rocky terrain that the shepherd had to carefully lead his flock of sheep across and keep them from danger. Now, the other thing that's ironic about this, that he says that to him, this was green pastures. But now picture yourself walking your sheep along in a rocky terrain. Now, the other thing about this terrain is that it did not have luscious green grass. It had small little tufts of grass that grew up in low sprouts, a lot like you see in a few places around here. So the shepherd would have to get up early in the morning and lead the sheep out to eat these small pieces of grass before the heat of the day came along. So what is that telling us? That's telling us that our Father gives us just what we need for each day. Amen? He gives us what we need. Amen to that. So the Father's there yesterday, today, and He'll be there tomorrow. He leads us to those small tufts of grass. So in your life, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling any situation is too much for you, know that the Father is there. He will lead you to those small tufts of grass. He will give you everything you need every single day. Amen? Amen. Okay. So now the other thing is he leads me beside quiet waters. Now the other thing we need to know about that terrain is the quiet waters. If the sheep wandered off from the shepherd and they went down into what they call the wadis, or the ravine, we know it as a ravine or a valley. Something that we knew about that area, that when the rain came, when it did, and it was pouring few in between, the water would rush down the hills and it would fill the wadis. So if the sheep wandered off away from the shepherd, they could face sudden death. Now, does that sound familiar? What our Father is trying to get through to us on that? He wants us to follow the Good Shepherd. He does not want us to wander. Now, how do we know that? How do we know that, church? How do we know this? We have to read. What point in my life did somebody share that wisdom, or God bring this wisdom to me? Maybe 5 years ago. So, I guess my point is that the Father wants us to engage in relationship with Him. The only way we can do that is by prayer, by reading our Bible, by fellowship, by talking with others, because He shares the Word with all of us. He shares His wisdom with each one of us. And is it a miracle? Absolutely. It's an absolute miracle that there can be so much information that you could read the same page of the Bible all those years, and it finally makes sense. Amen? Amen. Okay. So, in that same way, as far as the still water, the shepherd had to carefully lead the sheep to the still water, which would be a small pool of water that he knew where it was, and he knew it was not in a place where there was danger. So isn't that what Jesus tries to do for us? He tries to lead us. Our Father, through the Holy Spirit, tries to lead us to those places, those green pastures and that still water. Those green pastures being just what we need for the day. Just what we need. Now that's contradictory to what Dennis might have just been saying about the heavens and the floodgates opening and God pouring out the blessings upon you. Well, trust me, if He's giving what you need, giving you what you need on a daily basis, He is pouring the blessing upon you. Amen? Amen. Okay, now. So now we also know we get down to, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. So we know that the rod and the staff, the shepherd carried these. Now, does anybody know why he carried the staff? The staff that was really high? Okay, well, I'm glad you asked. So, and the way I learned it was that he's carrying the staff. You have a flock of sheep, Now the ones in the front can see the shepherd, right? So the ones that are praying, the ones that are reading their Bible, the ones that are actively seeking Jesus and our Father are right in the front. Amen? They can see him. They may not need the staff. All right? So now trouble comes along, right? What happens? We might be in the middle. We might be all the way in the back. Right? So the staff is there high for us. The staff is there so the sheep can not only see Jesus, the shepherd, the good shepherd, while they're in the middle, while we're all the way in the back. You still have a glimmer of hope there for you. All you have to do is follow the staff. Amen? Amen. Well, that's a lot of information, and this week has just been, I can't even describe the blessings. I wanted to stand up at testimony time. The Father wants us to follow. Jesus wants us to follow. And when we do, he pours the blessings out.